Now moving on, foreign ministers from Egypt, Saudi Arabia, the UAE and Bahrain will meet in Cairo on Wednesday. They'll discuss the Gulf nation's diplomatic standoff with Qatar. The four countries severed diplomatic and travel ties with Qatar last month. They accuse it of supporting terrorism and being an ally to Iran. Doha strongly denies the allegations. Cairo, Riyadh, Abu Dhabi and Manama have threatened further sanctions if Qatar did not comply with a list of 13 demands. Qatar's Foreign Minister Mohammed Al Thani is in Kuwait to hand over the state's response to the demands. Saudi Arabia says it hopes for a positive response from Qatar.
The measures taken against Qatar, the aim is to change Qatar's policies due to the harm caused in Qatar, the region and the world. We look forward to Qatar's reply and it will be examined with precision in order to decide our next step.
The Saudi foreign minister was speaking at a news conference with his German counterpart, who was beginning a tour of Arab states. Riyadh and its allies severed diplomatic and transport ties with their Gulf neighbor a month ago, accusing Qatar of being backing terrorist groups and Iran. The allies issued a list of 13 demands for Qatar to meet in order to lift the blockade. The original deadline was on Sunday, but was extended for 48 hours. Well, let's now get more details and perspectives from CGTN's Adel Mahroui, who now joins us from Cairo. Adel, we understand that the Qataris have delivered their response to the 13-point demands. Do we have any indication what that response is?
Well, yes. Today, as you said, the German foreign minister is in a tour in the Gulf. So today he was in Doha and he has met with Mohammed Al Thani, the foreign minister of Qatar. And during the press conference, Mohammed Al Thani said that the demands were not feasibly acceptable and that they aim to interfere in the foreign policy of Qatar, to intervene in bilateral relations between Qatar and other states, referring to Iran and Turkey, as one of the demands is to shut down the Turkish military base in Qatar, and that the demands are made to suppress the freedom of Qatar's opinion in general, in reference to their demand to shut down Al Jazeera. So all in all, it seems that the response that they have delivered, or the foreign minister has delivered to Kuwait yesterday, was a big no. Now, of course, he has not said that bluntly, but all his references are indicating to that, which means that the foreign ministers of the four Arab countries leading the rift will be probably, or are actually probably, planning to what next steps they will take.
And Adel, what can we expect from that meeting of the Gulf Quartet that was slated for Cairo on Wednesday?
Well, if it is definitely a no for all of their demands, there may be some bargaining regarding one or two demands, but Qatar has insisted that the blockade must be lifted and that all negotiations must be held on equal terms with it and the other states. It doesn't seem that this is the case, as we've heard the Saudi foreign minister in the previous soundbite saying that they want Qatar to change its policy, which Qatar seems not to. So basically what we're looking for during Cairo's meeting on Wednesday is escalations. What further steps all four countries will take against Qatar, whether it's further economic sanctions, whether it's maybe suspension from the GCC, the Gulf Cooperation Council, or even the Arab League. So many options are there. They can pressure Qatar with endless ways, and it seems that Doha is not willing to give up easily.
All right, Adel, thank you very much for that insight. CGTN's Adel Mahroui joining us live there from Cairo.